take two of this. I actually messed up. Very rarely do I cut out a video. But anyway, it kind of was getting back to the point I was making. But here we go. What I was talking about was keeping the main thing the main thing. That's a real simple quote. You know, what does that mean? Keep the main thing the main thing. Like, it means focus on what's most important. Make that one thing most important. And so when I talk about keeping the main thing, I'm really talking about, like, don't get thrown off by little things that will deter you or sidetrack you. So for instance, like, I always use the analogy of losing weight. And when we find out what it takes to lose weight, you know, we find out we might have to give up some certain foods. You know, we might have to do a lot of different things in our lifestyle. So the question becomes, like, what is the main thing? Is the main thing our weight and our life and our health? Or is the main thing our comfort zone? We know you got to do the uncomfortable. I keep saying that all year. So you got to do the main thing. The main thing is to focus on your health. If that means you got to buy more expensive foods, which, you know, I could get into a whole rant about, are healthy foods more expensive? They're really not. But if that means you got to sacrifice spending money on other things, to spend money on food and invest it in your body, which is the most important thing. I don't even know what could be the more main thing than your body and your health and your life. Then you got to do that. You got to keep the main thing the main thing. Some amazing things will happen when you keep the main thing the main thing. You know, but on the way, there's going to be some stuff to come up, like your self-confidence, what people say about you, you know, sacrifice. Sacrifice is huge. But it's one thing I know. If you want huge, large change in your life, you're going to have to sacrifice huge, large things. There's something you got to give up right now. But first thing you got to do is identify, what is the main thing? Is the main thing my health? Is the main thing my relationship? Because once you identify the main thing, it's got to take priority over everything else. It's got to take priority over your fun. It's got to take priority over, you know, your comfort zone. It's got to take priority over your fears. Make the main thing the main thing. But here's the crucial thing about this. Be careful in picking the main thing. Make sure it's really what you want. If it's not what you want, then you're not going to sacrifice those things. So it's your man R. Lamar, and it's cold outside. I'm about to go back inside because I'm really freezing. My hands are cold. But yeah, keep the main thing the main thing. But the real challenge is identifying the main thing. Once you really identify what you want, whether it's change your health, change your job, change locations of where you live, change your relationship, change your friendships. When you identify that, you got to keep that the main thing and understand there's going to be tests to come around, distractions to come around to say, hey, is this really the main thing? Because you'll find out really quick if you really want it. And sometimes you just might not be ready for it. You might want it, but you might not be ready for it. That's why you got to work on yourself. That's why you got to watch R. Lamar TV, because I'm dropping some knowledge on your mind, man. You got to work on your mind. I promise you. You can want things, but I'm telling you, you have got to understand that you are going to have to change to get some different things. So if the main thing requires you to change a lot of things about yourself, you got to understand, in order to get that main thing, I've got to change things. That rhymed, didn't it? Hey, I'm on a roll this morning, but I'm out of here. It's cold. It's 1 R. It's 2 L's. It's peace and love. I love you, and I love hip hop, and I'll see you when it gets a little bit warmer. I'm ready for spring, baby.